This is the new Recon 900 light from Giant. I was recently given one to test and give my opinion on. With that said, I haven't been paid, and all opinions are based off my experience with riding this light. I love night riding. I do it almost every night, whether I'm riding street or trail. You'll probably find me out and about after the sun goes down. The air is cool, and it's rare to see others, allowing you to try and retry new lines to progress your skills. It also creates a new way to experience cycling. You travel through a tunnel of light surrounded by darkness. It's for this reason that it's so important to have a good, reliable light. I ride a Light in Motion Urban 500 for all my nocturnal activities. It's 500 lumens, and the general consensus is that for mountain biking you should have at least 1,000 lumens. Some would say that I'm under-equipped for trail riding, and they may be right, which is why I'm so excited to try this light. So here's my review of the new Recon 900. The light weighs 108 grams and puts out 900 lumens, if you didn't guess that by the name. It comes with a 3000 mAh lithium-ion battery in varying lifetimes depending on the mode it's in. It has an IPX6 waterproof certification, meaning that it is durable enough to survive extreme conditions. As well as an ANSI standard FL1 certification for lights, and gives 270 degrees of luminescence. Pretty standard stuff, right? Well, as I mentioned, there are different modes that this light can be in, and that's where it gets interesting. This light has 6 different modes. The first 4 are high, medium, low, and flash, and the other 2 are quite innovative. The first one is called the Smart Mode, which will automatically adjust the brightness and will switch between day and night mode for you. The other one is even cooler. It's called Speed Beam. The 900 and 1600 come equipped with AND+ technology, allowing them to be paired with cycling computers and speed sensors. When in this mode, the light will communicate with your speed sensor or computer to automatically adjust the brightness depending on the speed that you're going, to save power. If you're descending, the light will be brighter to illuminate the quickly approaching trail, and when you're climbing, it will dim the light since the speed is slower. Now it's for these features that I consider this series of lights to be a game changer for the nighttime cycling scene. Having a light that can automatically conserve power when needed will allow riders like myself to go farther and spend more time out on the trails. It also means that extra power in the form of huge battery packs seen on other lights aren't necessarily needed. Less weight and equipment means a more comfortable ride and overall experience. Now enough about that. Here's what I like and here's what I don't. While on my head, the placement of the light itself has a balanced feel, which I really like. This combined with the lightweight and durable aluminum body makes for a more comfortable experience while riding. I also like the color changing power indicator to tell you how much life is left on it. Unfortunately, that's useless when it's placed on your head. While I was out trail riding with it, it died halfway through the trail with no warning. To make things worse, I was speeding downhill and needed a field goal in between 2 trees when it happened. I immediately slammed on the brakes and luckily didn't crash. I feel this could easily be fixed by adding a little flash just before the battery dies to indicate to the rider that it's time to swap lights, or to make their way off the trail. Another thing I don't like is the way it turns on. You need to hold it for 1 second to turn it on, which isn't really a big deal, but considering that on most lights you only need to press the button once to turn it on, it's more of an inconvenience than anything. I do understand the design though. If you have it in your bag with other items that might accidentally bump the power button, it won't come on and waste the battery. Another thing I don't like is the fact that it doesn't turn while it's on your head. Which is fine if you have a straight head, but for people like me who don't, it's a bit annoying to have a light that's always pointed slightly crooked. It bothers me only when I'm riding on paved trails though, because on mountain bike trails you're moving around so much that you don't even notice. I've heard that they're already coming out with a 2nd generation, and hopefully some of these issues will be resolved. But all in all, this light is well made, it isn't over-engineered, it doesn't get hot like other lights I've worked with, and it's not too expensive. Especially when you consider all the features that you're getting, it's actually a pretty good deal. This light is very innovative, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is experienced with night riding, or who's new and looking to get into it. There are tons of other lights out there, however, and if you're looking for one to suit your personal needs, then I would recommend visiting your local bike shop so you can sample the huge variety of lights out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.